Exact criteria I've been using to find every single one of my winning products. So in this video, I'm going to present to you 6 of the criteria I look for whenever I'm looking at a product. By the end of this video, you'll be able to essentially determine whether a product that you find is test-worthy or not test-worthy. The goal of this video is for you to find your winning products as well as stop wasting money on non-test-worthy products. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Paul. I'm a 7-figure dropshipper. I've been doing this since 2016. I've been verified and featured on Oberlo various times. You guys can check that out if you want. And I've been doing it full-time ever since. This is the exact criteria I share with my one-on-one students. If you're interested in one-on-one mentorship, links are in the description. So if you're new to my channel, I would really appreciate if you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Thank you. All right, let's get on to the video. All right, so this is the criteria of a winning product, and let's get on more in depth because you might look at these and you might say, oh, this is obvious. There are some unobvious details that are very important that I think you should know. So let's begin. Wow factor. So usually the product is what causes the wow factor. However, your marketing of the product can also cause this wow factor. So for example, you can take an average product and have a very good marketing angle and essentially have that marketing angle and that video be the wow factor. Or the product innately is designed in such a way or is innovative enough to trigger that wow factor. So it's either those two factors, the marketing of the product or the product itself. It instantly grabs attention and it stops the user from scrolling. Why? Because it's so unique or it's so innovative or it's so intriguing as a certain cool factor to it. And it's just kind of these undescribable factors that make you like stop. Like it has that kind of psychological effect. It's also unheard of or never before seen. This is also another reason why it makes you stop, because you've never seen anything like that before. You've never seen it in the stores. You've never seen it advertised on TV. You've never seen it. So that's why you stop and kind of pay attention. Number 3 is intuition. So this is more like innate wow factor inside of the product, like the design of the product, or maybe the functionality of the product, the elegance, the curiosity provoking effect it has. All right, so that was the first one. Second one, it solves a problem or adds tremendous value. We have the painkiller and we have the value adder. So painkillers are essentially anything that alleviates or solves problems. And now when I say problems, they don't have to be real problems. Like there are real problems such as like back pain, and then there are just inconveniences. The second type is value adder. So these are products that add value and makes something a lot easier or a lot better. It could be something that saves time or effort. Manually having to chop vegetables that could take 10 minutes. If you have a product that does it in 10 seconds, that is a huge value adder. It provides massive benefit or convenience. So the third type is products that appeal to ego, vanity, or status. So essentially any beauty product, or shiner for instance, the reason people want to have a scratchless car is for the perception of high status. Somebody sees you driving such a nice car, that's status essentially. Ab stimulator, that is also status, a little bit of vanity as well. The third one is, I consider these viral products. They're very unpredictable. For example, products with no inherent value but are highly engaging or provoking. A good example is like a dog costume. You could have 2 types of dog costumes. One is one type and the other is another type. One of those dog costumes could absolutely blow up, could make a killing, while the other dog costume, it just completely fails. So there is no inherent value difference between these 2 dog costumes. It's really up to the market. All right, so the third required criteria is, does it have a healthy profit margin, right? So healthy is anything $30 and above. That's very healthy. I love to test products that have a very high $30 or more profit potential. All right, so decent is $20. Most of your products are gonna lie around here. Dangerous is anything $15 or under, because a couple bad ad days can quickly make you go into unprofitability. This doesn't mean that you could just price any product to have a $30 plus gross margin, right? It depends on what the product is. Actually, it depends on what the perception of value for the product is. So the product price has to be exactly equivalent to the perception of value. This is why factors like the design, the product photos, the marketing, the descriptions, things like that, this is why it really matters. If the product looks cheap, nobody's going to want to spend a high premium price on that. Here are a couple of my sweet spots. Almost all my winning products fall around here: $29.99, $39.99, $49.99, and $69.99. I always do 99 cents. Always end it like that. All right, so the optimal goal of a winning product is high margin plus high volume. This is where you can make, like, this is a serious winning product if you're able to achieve high margin plus high volume. And also, just a side note, you should charge for shipping. All right, so those were our first 3 required criteria. Now we're gonna go into the other 3 criteria These are not as required, but they're very recommended. And the more criteria you fulfill, you check off the mark, then the more likely it is going to be a winning product or a huge winning product for you. And if you're liking this video so far, let me know by hitting that like button and hitting that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Let's carry on with the video. So marketability. Basically what that means is easy to advertise for your ad creative. You're going to use existing product photos or existing video footage for your product page, for your video ad, things like that. If you do not have these available, then you don't really have a lot of content to work with. Second one is that it's easy to understand. If you look at the product, it should really be self-explanatory as to what it is. It does not require research. It does not require a lot of cognition, high perception of value. It just has that modern design to it or has that innovativeness to it. It just looks professional. It doesn't look like a cheap plastic Chinese product. All right, so the next one is mass market appeal. So this is going to be the difference between a product that makes you $10,000 versus a $100,000 product or more. So the broader the market appeal, the more you can scale. And again, this is not required, but you should ask yourself, can this product be sold to multiple niches or audiences? So for example, if I'm selling a motorcycle phone mount, this product can only be sold to motorcycle riders and also the wives or friends of motorcyclists. That's it. That's all I can scale up to. You know, that's a couple million, but still it's not up to, like, let's say a pair of headphones. A pair of headphones can be sold to gym goers, commuters. It can be sold to virtually anybody. Higher the mass market, the more money you are likely to make from it. But that doesn't necessarily mean don't test the niche products, because there's a lot of money to be made in niches as well, but it does have a cap, just so you know. All right, so this is one that most people do not understand or do not even acknowledge. So you want to aim for innovators and early adopters. So if you look at this chart right here, I forgot what the chart is called. If you guys know, leave a comment. I really forgot what this is called. So a lot of winning products are right here, innovators and early adopters right here. And then a lot of beginners, they like to test products right here, the early majority and the late majorities. They try to essentially steal a winning product from somebody else and they have a very low budget. They have a very kind of mediocre store. They don't really know what they're doing, but they're able to achieve a couple sales maybe right here. And then the late majority maybe get a couple sales. Laggards, probably nothing, maybe crumbs. So essentially you want to aim to be right here. So there are three types of products that can be categorized in the innovators and early adopters stage. These are untapped products, kind of like what it sounds like, untapped. Fresh products, so recent trending products. Like if you see a video ad that has like 1 million views or a couple 100,000 views within a couple weeks, that's pretty recent. And then just a side tip, if you add the plus sign to any bit.ly link, you can see the clicks. And then if you see the clicks in an upward trend, like going up like this, that's a very good sign. You should hop on that trend immediately. If it's kind of going downwards, look at the other factors and decide if it's test worthy or not. And then old products. A lot of my winning products have actually been old products. They're not fresh, they're not new, but this is why it lies into here, because you're basically reintroducing an old forgotten winners. So let's say there was a winning product that went through this cycle. You know, a couple innovators, they found this winning product, they scaled it up, and then the early majority came in, and then essentially the winning product died. Now people have essentially forgot about the product. So the cycle repeats itself. You can reintroduce it, and essentially it's as if you're an innovator or early adopter again, because a lot of these winning products, they are constantly recycled year after year, especially seasonal products. Like a winter product goes extremely viral in November or something. Next year, November, somebody tests it again, goes viral again. That's what I mean. And then also seasonal products doesn't necessarily apply to this chart, but if you time it right, you can make such, like, it's probably the easiest way to make a lot of money is if you're extremely good timing with the seasons. And not just the seasons, like literal seasons, but the timing of, you know, the holiday, the trend. If it's Mother's Day, you sell Mother's Day rose, winter vest during the winter time, and then the cultural trending. So let me explain this. So the cultural products could be something like, if you notice that Baby Yoda is currently trending on social media like crazy, that's pop culture. That's trend. You could sell something related to Baby Yoda. I'm not saying you should do that, you know, because of copyright infringement and things like that. But I'm saying just be aware of what is trending, what is in the consumer mind. When Apple released their Apple Watches, you could sell Apple Watch bands like right during that first week that it launches. All right, so that was essentially the 6 criteria. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a couple examples of some real winning products that you guys are probably familiar with. We're gonna analyze why exactly it was a winning product. So wow factor, yes, because it's innovative. You've never seen a person blend a smoothie in their train, in their subway. Like, you've never seen that before. So it kind of makes you stop. It has that wow factor, scroll stopping effect. Value adder doesn't necessarily solve a problem, but it adds value in the sense that it appeals to their ego. Very healthy, conscious person, even if they only use this blender like once a month, they buy that because they're investing into themselves. This is my identity, therefore I buy products associated with my identity. Ego as in your identity. That's what I mean by ego. Healthy profit, yes, it has a healthy profit. Marketability, yes. Modern design, good videos. And the reason it's high perception of value is because typically blenders cost 50 to hundreds of dollars. They're very expensive. So it already kind of has that leverage of high perceived value. And it's very easy to understand. You don't need to research about a blender. Mass market appeal, yes. Okay, so when you look at this product, you might just think fitness. You might just think smoothies, right? But you can go into a little bit more. You can go into fitness, which is huge already. That's like 50 million people. Dieters, brands like Smoothie King, people in a hurry, like maybe commuters, students, people who have just moved out. It can be scaled to a lot of different markets. Strapless Push-Up Bra. So does it have a wow factor? Yes, it does. And the reason why is because it combines push-up, strapless, and backless feature of a bra. That's 3 benefits in one bra. So the video in itself would have that wow factor. Not only does it appeal to beauty and vanity, it's kind of obvious, the cleavage. So tapping into the subconscious reasons why somebody buys the product is very powerful. People don't buy this product not necessarily because it has 3 benefits in one, but because it's going to make them feel a lot more confident. It's because it's going to make them feel a lot more sexier. Next one, healthy profit, yes. Marketability, it's very easy to understand. Good videos, good photos. Mass market, fashion brands, lingerie brands, there's like a dozen of them. Fashion enthusiasts, party goers. So the posture corrector, wow factor, definitely. Because it's unheard of, it's innovative, and it's relatable. Everybody has back pain. When they see this product, they're gonna stop and actually think like, does this product work? This is such a scam. I really wonder if this would help my grandma. It triggers an effect on you, right? So it doesn't even matter if that effect is bad, because like they say, bad PR is still good PR. You're still getting attention. Value adder. It relieves, this is obvious, it relieves physical back pain, right? And encourages good posture, which can also increase attraction, status, and confidence. If you have good body language, that makes you look like you have higher status. It makes you look like you're more attractive. Healthy profit, yes. Marketability, it's very easy to understand, very, very easy to market. So you could have a guy slouching, and then in the next footage, you could have somebody standing extremely tall, having no more pain. And just a side note, you want to really talk about the pain of a product. People strive away from pain more than they strive towards pleasure. Just understand that. Mass market appeal, it's huge. Gamers, that's immediately what I thought of. Gamers, office workers, entrepreneurs, people who are sitting down all day. USB Mosquito Killer. Without this product, you would have to deal with a mosquito spray, or you would have to deal with ineffective solutions, or you would have to have that kind of mosquito hanging tape. You don't want to have that in your house. So the wow factor is that it looks very modern, and also the video footage of this product that's available shows like thousands of dead mosquitoes. It triggers that wow effect. Value adder, kind of obvious. Healthy profit, yes. Marketability, good photos and videos, easy to understand, high perception of value. Mass market appeal, not necessarily, but it's still pretty big. Families, things like that, mosquitoes and pests. So there are like dozens of different interests inside of these specific audiences. So when I say pests, I'm not just talking about pest as an interest. I'm talking about cockroaches. I'm talking about spiders. I'm talking about mosquitoes. I'm talking about rats. If somebody finds an interest in that, then it's not that hard to assume that they'd be interested in getting rid of mosquitoes as well. Timing, seasonal, this is a summertime product. So thanks for staying around to the end of the video. So if you found this video very helpful, please leave a like and please hit that subscribe button. If you guys have any comments, just leave them down below. If you guys want to reach out to me, connect with me personally, I have a couple links in the description. And that's all from me today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.